Hey everyone. Um, Sorry about my creaky door. So I have a kind of a major issue, and that is the one tool I use most, especially for YouTube and uploading videos. That one right there has decided that it's not going to work anymore. And it's it basically, the hard drive died. So everything I've done up to this point, thankfully I back everything up, so I have a second hard drive. But my copy of my editing software and everything, that is, nowadays you have to pay for a subscription to keep using that stuff. It's Adobe, which is crazy expensive. I had like an old version of it from school that basically never ran out, so that's gone. All the videos that I've done so far, like where they were originally stored, that's all gone. I still have all the files, but I know Adobe has a hard time reading that stuff, and I don't even know if I'm going to use Adobe anymore. So I don't know if I'll access those anymore. But this thing is it's dead. It's dead. It died. It's done. So I just had to go spend like an obscene amount of money on a new computer so I could keep making these videos. So yeah, that's my plight at this point. Poor computer time. Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. So just so you guys know, I don't have monetization on this channel or anything. Everything I do is out of pocket, and I don't make like an obscene amount of money. I make enough money through work that I can pay the bills and stuff, and I have just a tiny amount to play with on top of that. So that's a major setback for anything project-wise that I'm going to be doing in the near future. Because that just took a whole massive chunk of money that I was going to put towards like builds and stuff, and kind of just sent it off into the nether where I'm never going to be able to use it again. So we'll see what I can do. I'm gonna try to get fancy and with my budgeting, and see if I can still swing some of these other projects I had in mind. But yeah, sorry about the connection. It's hard for me to live stream because I have a really terrible internet connection at my house, but I'm just going to start looking through the comments here because I know you guys are going off for me. So yeah, it does suck. Oh, no. Everybody else is alive. It's just, I guess I used poor choice of words. It's just the computer that died. But hey, what can you do? Yikes, i4. Yeah. Computers are one of those things that drive me nuts. Yeah, computers are one of those things that drive me nuts because they become outdated pretty quickly, and then you're just stuck with a computer that doesn't work. This system that I built it 11 years ago. So I mean, it's about time that it died. Like, I can't expect it to live forever, but I knew it was getting close when last year I bought, what game was it? Far Cry 5. I got for PC, and my the processor was incompatible with the game. The game literally would not run. And I got an error code. I checked the error code. My processor is the problem. How often does that happen? That your processor is the limiting factor for a game? Usually it's your graphics card. But anyways, that beast is dead. I've got new stuff coming, a new computer coming, that I'm going to put together. The biggest issue is it's going to delay videos. So this week's video is me complaining about my stupid computer, unfortunately. And next week, I'll have to do another live stream, and probably 1 week after that. So I'll try to come up with some interesting content. Maybe I'll do a live Q&A with you guys where I'll, go ahead and read the comments a little bit more consistently than I'm doing right now, unfortunately. And, we'll do something fun like that, because I can't actually edit anything without a computer, and I currently have no computer. So that's my life today. But what can I do? What I do have coming for the next few videos, just so you know what to look forward to when I actually do get a computer again, is I'm going to do the scape for the saltwater build. I've got some more Pokemon DIY stuff that's going to be coming up. I just got a bunch of the stuff for it. I made my prototype already, so that's going to be a lot of fun. I got one more thing. Oh, I got all my drill bits and stuff, the glass bits that I need to do Goober's upgrade. So maybe the next live stream, I'll talk about what I'm going to be doing with Goober's tank. I wanted to do a more elaborate video and show you guys like diagrams and stuff of what I'm thinking, but I'll see if I can make it possible to do it through a live stream. Anyways, I appreciate you guys showing up for this. It was more of my only method of talking to you guys as opposed to like me actually trying to do a proper live stream. But you know what? I thought about bribing Brian. That's really funny, Tanya. I thought about it, but I don't know if he'll let me, only because all of the Big Al stuff is on there, and mixing that up is a big no-no. Like, I'm allowed to do my own videos on my own channel because I never signed anything saying I can't, but Big Al's has concerns about me doing my own videos. I can't, I don't know. I don't really want to get into that. I probably shouldn't even really be talking about it, but the fact of the matter is those things can't cross. I can't talk about Big Al's tanks on my channel. I can only talk about my own personal stuff. So, and for obvious reasons, that channel needs to keep doing its own thing. You know, that's my main shtick. That's where we, you know, get up to all the Big Al's content. My personal channel is just for my personal builds and all the stuff that I can't really do on Big Al's because it is, you know, a company at the end of the day. But that's it. That's all. So I'll have a new computer soon. The next few videos for the next few weeks, I'm assuming, are probably going to be live streams. And I really appreciate you guys bearing with me during this time because I know it's not going to be my regular thing that I do on this channel. But I'm going to do my best to make it interesting anyways. Questions about saltwater tanks. Would you say there's a minimum tank size for having a saltwater tank? Would you say a sump accounts for evaporation? Kind of annoying question. Sorry. No. That's a great question. So in my personal opinion, a minimum tank size, if you're going to start with saltwater, should be 20 gallons. Don't go less than that. It gets ridiculously difficult the smaller you go. The most comfortable size, I think, for most people to start with is around 40 or 55 gallons. It's a little bit more expensive than setting up a 20-gallon tank, but it gives you a little bit more water to play with. You can drill a 40-gallon tank, get a sump, and put it under there. The sump doesn't account for the evaporation, but a sump will change the way the aquarium evaporates. So what happens is with an overflow system, hold on, let's go to my tank and I'll kind of explain it there. So with an overflow system, the display tank is always going to stay one consistent height while the aquarium's running, because the overflow is basically allowing the tank to fill up completely with water, and then that water passes down to the sump. So the sump ends up down here. The sump ends up constantly pumping water out of the pump chamber to fill up the display tank and overflow it so that it comes back down to the sump. So the display tank's always a constant height in terms of water, and then the sump is where evaporation happens. When this system evaporates, it's going to be evaporating from the pump chamber. So this side right here, just between this baffle and the end of the sump, this is where the water will go down. All of this is going to stay consistent. Just this will go down as time goes on, which is why I have an ATO reservoir here, and I'll be using an auto top off to help keep the sump at a consistent level so the pump never runs dry and so the salinity in the aquarium doesn't change. So yes, so that's how the evaporation works when you have a sump system. I'm gonna just try to pull up your chats here because it keeps disappearing on me. Yeah, no problem. Well, I'm gonna upload. It's just gonna be in the form of live streams. So it's just not gonna be the way I regularly do it. What's going on, Super Yellow Tang? Are you wearing a cape, Super Yellow Tang? Do you swim with a cape? I bet you do. Awesome. All right, guys, I don't want this video to drag on too long, especially because I didn't really expect to talk very much during it. I just wanted to let you know that my computer is messed up, and it's going to be live streamed for the next little bit. But hey, it is what it is, and I'm going to keep the content coming. Just so you guys know, I was... how do I put this? I've been talking to some people, and they've asked me to start, some subscribers, and they've asked me to start a Patreon so that they can support me, which I sincerely appreciate. My problem is I don't know what to do in terms of Patreon rewards because I don't have a ton of extra time. I can basically only pump out one video a week right now. I don't know how else I can make more videos without sacrificing something somewhere else. So that said, what kind of rewards would you guys like on Patreon in order to support me on Patreon. I'm probably not going to do it for a while, and by a while I mean probably not for months, but I just want a general idea of what good Patreon rewards would be in your opinion. So if you want to drop that down in the comment section below, just let me know what you'd like to see on Patreon in terms of rewards, and I will see if I can make that happen when and if I decide to go to Patreon. But anyways, I'm rambling. I digress. I'll see you guys later. Thank you so much for joining me on this very, very sloppy live stream. And next week we'll do a live stream and we'll talk about Goober setup. That's what we'll do next week. So yeah, thanks so much for watching. Have an awesome, what is it? Is it Thursday? Have an awesome Friday and then have an awesome weekend. Or take Friday off and just make it a long weekend. Tell your boss I said so. Take care.